Kat Powell has lived on Tasmania's west coast her entire life. But as she ages, she can no longer live in her strawn home.
I always envisaged I'd die on the west coast. I was hoping I'd just sit here and die.
Ms Powell isn't ready to move into a nursing home, so she's moving 45 minutes away to live with her daughter.
I don't really want to leave, but I've got no options.
And if her mobility declines further, she may have to leave the region altogether.
They say we're unique, and once you're a West Coaster, that's where you want to be, on the West Coast.
The West Coast has only one aged care facility, Lyle House. It has 16 beds, and they're often full.
Aged care is definitely an issue we've got here. We've got no supported living facilities, and we've got nothing in between.
There are plans underway to add one more bed to the region's aged care facility, but the Mayor says at least 5 more are needed to keep up with the West Coast's ageing population. Lynn York tried moving her parents to a motel near the hospital and getting them in a unit with home support. Eventually, they had to leave the West Coast and move into residential care.
I promised my mum and dad that I would look after them in their older age, so I felt like I wasn't actually doing that. It wasn't adequately looking after them.
It's a common experience across remote Australia that's likely to get worse.
In the next 10 years, we will require about 3,500 aged care beds and another 2,500, home care support packages.
Premier Jeremy Rockliff is calling on the federal government to fund more aged care beds on Tasmania's west coast. Beck Pritham, ABC News.